Well, thanks a lot, Bob. I really appreciate that. What I'd like to do first is turn back the clock to 2002. At the time, I was absolutely flat broke. I just lost my house to a foreclosure. I was also recently divorced, and I was always fighting with my ex-wife. And I had just had 3 people in my family and a good friend of mine die within the span of a couple weeks. Needless to say, it was like the perfect storm of personal tragedy. And I was in a pretty hopeless space and just didn't know if there was any way out. And then something really great happened. I actually went to Bob's 3-day seminar. And immediately after that seminar, my girlfriend and I started a business selling stuff on eBay. Now, I'll never forget my mom. She told me I was absolutely crazy for quitting my job. And the thing that I learned then was a lot of times when you go to do something different and you go to do something that's out of the box, something to improve yourself, sometimes the people you love unknowingly will actually try to bring you down, and that's what happened to me. Now, a funny thing happened at that seminar. I'll never forget Bob looking out into the audience. He was looked out into the audience, and this was towards the end of the seminar, and here we'd had this amazing 3-day seminar. The information was just life-changing. I mean, it absolutely changed my life, and Bob, I'm so grateful. So I know I've thanked you before, but thank you again. And Bob looked out in the audience, and he said, the sad thing is most of you are going to feel good for a week or two, and then you're going to go back to your regular lives. And he looked out again and he said, but 1 or 2 of you are going to make it. 1 or 2 of you are going to make a decision that life's going to be different, that you're going to actually do something different. And I'll never forget sitting in that chair in that seminar back in 2002, and I made a decision. I told myself no matter what, I was going to be one of those 2 people. And I sure hope you make a decision to do something different and make your life great. So 2 years later, after that, in 2004, you can see here Sunday, my wife and I, actually, we weren't married at that time. My girlfriend and I, we were in the Arizona Republic, the Sunday morning paper, in the front page of the business section. And I'll never forget when that story was in the paper of the Arizona Republic, the first phone call I got was from my mom, the same mom that said I was crazy for quitting my job. Funny thing is, she called me when she saw that article in the paper, and the first thing out of her mouth when on the phone, she said, I knew you could do it. And I laughed to myself, and I go, yeah, right. I remember what the truth was. So anyway, we also were featured on Fox News. We're also featured in Entrepreneur Magazine twice, and I'm telling you this just to tell you how amazing of a teacher Bob is. To take somebody like me who was broke, who'd never made more than $25,000 or $30,000 in a year, and to watch me and my wife go into Entrepreneur Magazine twice was pretty crazy. We were also on the front page of the USA Today Money section back in 2006. And 5 years after starting that business, we were actually on CNN here. You can see that. Accepting the Lifetime Achievement at the Lifetime Achievement Award at the Webby Awards. Now, the Webby Awards are the internet equivalent of the Oscars. It was pretty cool. So, why should you learn to market and make money online? Is the question. And why online? Why is that a good place to do something and to create freedom? And I'm going to tell you why. I think there's a few different reasons. First of all, I want you to look at the statistics. Internet users as a percentage of population. Only 25% of the world is connected to the internet. Now, that gets me excited. What that means is 75% of the world is not connected to the internet. That means there's still a ton of room for growth. And if you even look at the Australia, Canada, United States, and the United Kingdom, you can see that between 70 and 75% of the people in these countries are online. So there's still a ton of room for growth. One of the other things, too, is, if you just look at the results, look at the New York Times. I pulled this today out of the paper, and actually off of Yahoo Investments, and I researched these 2 companies going back to 1986. Now, the New York Times, their value as a company has actually gone down. It's worth less now than it was 24 years ago, or 25 years ago. Now, if you look at Apple, their valuation has gone up over 7,000% in the same time period. Now, what does this mean to me? What this means is old media, old ways of doing business aren't working. And Blockbuster is a fantastic example. Blockbuster used to be a multi-billion-dollar business. Now it got delisted from the New York Stock Exchange. Why? Because of Netflix. Smarter, better competition from online is replacing the big brick and mortar businesses. Those old businesses and their old business models just don't work anymore. They're not effective. Okay. Question is, do you think the internet is growing? And I'd say the answer to that is absolutely yes. The devices are getting smaller and better. I mean, look at the iPad, look at the iPhone, and there's all kinds of new devices coming out. The bandwidth is getting wider. More and more you're seeing Wi-Fi in more places. There's certain cities like San Francisco that are being wired end to end, and pretty soon there's going to be Wi-Fi anywhere you go. More people are getting connected every day, so the internet is definitely growing. This is a statistic I saw that really scared me. And it didn't scare me because it doesn't involve me because I'm in the right percentage. But in this percentage, it shows the bottom 80% of income earners make only 7% of the money. And the earnings for the bottom 80% are shrinking. The bottom 80% back in 98 made 9.1% of the money. And now that number has gone down to 7%. That's like a 25% drop. Now the question is are you going to be in the bottom 80 or in the top 20, or better yet, in the top 3%? $50,233 is the average household income in the United States. Now that data is from the 2006 tax data. $50,233 average household income. So that's not individual, that's an entire household in the United States. Now, something happened last month that just blew me away. We sent out 3 emails for an affiliate offer. That's an offer to sell something out for somebody else. So we didn't ship this product. We didn't do customer service. We didn't collect the money. For sending 3 emails, we made over $174,000 sending 3 emails. Now, if you go back and think about that, if the average household income, that's the entire household working for an entire year, is $50,000. When we made $174,000 sending 3 emails, that really blew me away. And that really gave, it goes back to the saying, work smart and not hard. The fact that we could send 3 emails and outdistance the average annual income for a household by a factor of 3 just kind of blew me away. And here's another one. This is actually over the course of a year. We sent a total of 14 emails promoting these guys, over $210,000 in affiliate commissions. And I'm going to tell you, affiliate commissions are one of my absolute favorite ways of earning additional income. And the thing I love about it, again, is no products to ship, no money to collect, no customer service to do. You basically just promote something and collect a check for it. It's really cool stuff. So what I want to get into is, how do you do this? How do you create affiliate income? How do you create online income? How do you be successful in business in general? And it really comes down to this little simple diagram. And I'm going to simplify it for you. I'm going to go over this, and I'm going to go through the little items on it. First of all, we call this the triangle of trust. I got this from my buddy Frank. He's a real smart guy, and I love his diagram, so I use it. So anyway, we start with traffic. There's lots of different ways to drive traffic on the web. We start with traffic, and what we do is we drive that traffic to a website. We actually call it a blog, and we love blogs, and I'll tell you why in a little bit. But you drive traffic to a blog, and in that blog, you get an opt-in, or you get somebody to opt into your list. So what you want to do is build your database. And then once you've created a relationship with that customer, created a relationship with that person, you then send that person to an offer. Now that offer could be your offer. It could be an affiliate offer, meaning somebody else's product that you're promoting, just any kind of offer. Okay? And that's really simple. Now, if you can plug this, you can plug this diagram into any business model. I don't care what business you're in. That's what I love about this diagram. Let's pretend like you're a dentist, okay? And if you're a dentist, most dentists have a website that says, hey, come see me. I want to drill on your teeth. Now, the truth is, that's not going to cause much of a relationship to happen because that's kind of pitchy. Most websites, 99% of the websites that are out there, are the company shouting at the person, trying to get them to use their products or services. Now, a better way to do this, now that's okay, there's a place for that and a time for that, but what I want to show you how to do is how to create an opt-in database, how to create a list of subscribers of people that like you and want to buy your stuff or want to buy the stuff that you recommend. So basically what you do is you start a blog, and in that blog, you give them great content, you give them great information. So going back to the example of the dentist could have a blog and talk about techniques for avoiding the dentist. How to brush, how to floss, how to avoid root canals, what foods cause the most damage to your teeth. Lots of great information. What happens is the dentist starts building credibility with his customer base. He starts building credibility with this list and starts to become known as an expert. Now the question is, when somebody has to go get dental work, are they more likely to go to the guy or gal that's been educating them, teaching them how to be better, or are they going to go to some random person that's shouting at them through their advertising? I think the truth is that they're going to go to the person that they have the relationship with. Now let's go through this thing called traffic. Now there's two different types of traffic. Okay, there's free traffic and there's paid traffic. Okay, and I'm going to go over different methods of paid traffic and different methods of free traffic. On the paid side, first and foremost, there's pay-per-click advertising. Now, pay-per-click advertising is Google pay-per-click and Google AdWords, Yahoo, and Bing. And basically, what these guys do is they charge money for their advertising. They charge money for you to get on their site. Here's an example of a web page. Now, this is a page where you can see here on the right, you can see where the paid advertisement is, and on the middle, you can see where it's natural search, or I call it SEO. So on the right side, the paid advertisement, that's people paying per click. So you can see the search term right here is Bob Proctor. And you can see on the natural search, bobproctor.com is number 1 and number 2, and then 6 Minutes to Success is number 3. And on the right-hand side, these people are actually paying for traffic, where they're buying the search term Bob Proctor and putting those people into some sort of offer. So that's the difference between natural search, SEO, and paid advertisement. There's Google pay-per-click. Next form of paid traffic is Facebook advertising. Now, I love Facebook advertising, and what I love about Facebook advertising is that you can really target your market. Now, you see on Facebook that they ask you what your favorite book is, they ask you what your favorite movie is, they ask you where you're from, they ask you your age, and all that's well and good, and you probably think you're doing it just so you can share that with other people, but the truth is, the reason why you're doing that is so Facebook can help advertisers reach you effectively. That's why all that stuff is there, and that's why I love Facebook advertising. You can actually target the exact person you're looking for in a really cool way. So an example would be, let's say you have a product that's in the law of attraction field, or something like that. So what you could do is buy the people who are interested or like the movie The Secret, or the people that liked Bob Proctor. So you can segment out people's likes, find those people, and then give them what they want. So it's really cool. There's all kinds of ways you can do it. You can also target by age demographic. So let's pretend like you had a product that was, tailored towards older people. Well, you could target those older people while, leaving out the people that are younger that don't necessarily need it or want it. So there's some really cool things you can do with Facebook advertising. It's real simple to start a Facebook ad. When you go to your profile page, just look over on the right side and you'll see these sponsored ads. And right on those sponsored ads, there's a link that says create an ad, and it's really easy to set up and really cool. So I highly recommend Facebook advertising. It's really cool. There's also traditional media. When I say traditional media, you could buy TV time, radio time, newspaper, print magazines. You can still do traditional media to send them to your .com or your blog. There's also co-registration. That's the process of piggybacking on somebody else's list building. There's also forum advertising. Now, forum advertising is finding a forum of people that are talking about the topic that's relevant to your business. Let's say you're a life coach and you want to build a following. So maybe you get in a forum where people are in a counseling forum and you give good content, valuable content. Now, one of the things, and in a few minutes I'll talk about how to build traffic from those forums for free, which is pretty cool. There's also eBay, Amazon, and Overstock. Now, when I talk about eBay, everybody knows you can sell products on eBay. I wish I'd have known this back when I had my eBay business. But eBay is a great place to generate leads, and how that works is, let's say you have an information product. Well, you could put that information product on a CD, sell that CD on eBay for 99 cents, and every time you sell it, bam, you have a new person's name and email address that you can now, market to and get them to get to know you better, start giving them great content and creating a relationship with them. Now on the free side, there's SEO. When I say SEO, that's search engine optimization. And under SEO, there are so many different ways to optimize for the search engines. That is definitely something we cover at 3% Club. We talk a lot about how to get free traffic and through search engine optimization. There's also video marketing. The video marketing is amazing. Putting videos on YouTube. I have a video right now, this one that was actually an eBay news story that Fox News did on us, and I put it on YouTube, and the thing has gotten over 116,000 hits, which is really cool. Now, if you think about buying traffic, let's say you're paying $1 per click on Google. Well, if you can get 116,000 clicks, it's like $116,000 in free traffic. So video marketing is really strong. I highly recommend it. And when you do your videos, you definitely want to give great content. You want to make them interesting, make them funny if you can. And if you do a really good job on your videos, they will get shared and they'll get around. It's really cool. And Google, when they show their search results now, shows videos, YouTube videos, which is really cool. So again, video marketing is huge. The next one is social media. Now, social media, I think people spend way too much time on Facebook and all these other social media sites. And there's a time and place for social media, and I think social media is effective. However, you're not going to get rich on social media, and if you're the type of person that spends all your time on social media will make you poor by all the time you waste. So be smart about your social media. Get in, get your work done, get off. And the thing you want to think about, whenever you're in these forums or you're in social media, I want you to pretend like you're at a cocktail party, okay? I see so many people that are on these social media sites just pitching their product. The truth is that does not work. And what I want you to do is imagine you're at a cocktail party, or better yet, you're at a bar, and imagine if you went up to every member of the opposite sex and you said, "Hey, will you sleep with me? Hey, will you sleep with me? Hey, will you sleep with me?" Now, chances are, let's pretend you're a guy doing that to all the girls, chances are you're going to get slapped a lot. And the question is do you want to get slapped a lot even though you don't even know you're being slapped online in these social media circles? And the truth is no. So you want to give great information, great content, good stuff, create relationships. Don't pitch your product. And now if you've given good content, and then you want to show an offer, then great, do it. But don't make it a pitch fest. Doesn't work. Okay. Syndication. Syndication's great. Syndication is the process of giving away one of your products to somebody that's in your same market niche and allowing them to give it away for free. So let's say I know somebody who is in the online education space and they're doing a launch. I may give them a program to give away so it makes their launch seem more appealing. So they advertise, they're like, you're going to get this product, and oh, by the way, you're getting this free bonus from the guys at 6 Minutes to Success. And when those people come to get that free bonus, they have to opt in to our list to get that bonus. So it's a list building tool. It's really cool, really free, and it's a really good way to build a list. Next way is a product launch. Now, product launches are somewhat complicated and very time-consuming and take a ton of energy. However, they're worth it. The last 6 Minutes to Success launch, we added 18,000 customers in 2 weeks. It was really amazing. That launch created, several $1 million in revenue. So the launch is a really good method to build a big business. However, it's not something you do right out of the gate. You got to cut your teeth and get to know the lay of the land first. But once you get to the point where you're seasoned enough to do that, the launch is a really good thing. It's really fun too. Next thing, is article marketing. Now, article marketing is probably one of the most effective traffic techniques I know of. And the reason why is you get traffic two ways when you do article marketing. One, people read the articles. They actually read the articles. It's content, so it's good. It gets that end user to know you, and then they click on the link and go to your site, so it creates traffic. The other thing it does is article marketing creates inbound links to your site, which drive your site up on the search engines and move you higher on the natural search, which again creates natural search traffic. So it's almost like a 2-for-1. I love article marketing. It's my absolute favorite method of driving traffic. Next one is forums. So now we talked about forum advertising. Now the forums are also a way to drive traffic. Go participate in a forum in the niche in which you are participating. So let's say you're a life coach. Again, go into the forum, give people great advice. Don't pitch your product, but on your signature line, under your name, when you sign your name on these articles, put your website. That's pretty cool. It's not creepy. And people will go to your website and they'll probably buy your products. And then there's the email signature. Now, this seems like such a simple technique, but I can't tell you how many people send me an email and under their signature it doesn't have a link to their site. Now, you're sending emails all the time, most likely. Why wouldn't you put a link to your site on the bottom? Now, don't push it down somebody's throat with a huge elaborate, flash signature. However, a classy little link, under your signature doesn't hurt anything, and that is traffic. And more importantly, that's traffic from people that obviously know you, because if they didn't know you, you wouldn't be emailing them, most likely. And there's building a community. Building a community is really cool. So you can start a community in your niche. Let's say you're into dogs. You could start a dog lovers community. And the website I use to start a community is ning.com. That's ning.com. It's a great free software to start your own community. It's like starting your own Facebook. Now, the cool thing about starting your own community is you're the ringleader of the community. You instantly become a celebrity in that community because you're in charge. People will look up to you, and you have the ability to blast out an email to that whole community, which is cool. So you control the list. Very cool. So building a community, really good. Why a blog? Why is a blog so powerful? And there's a few reasons why. Number one, it's news and not sales. Okay? So when you think about a website, a lot of these websites are just pitching. But why a blog is so valuable is it's news. Like, you're giving information. You're not trying to sell somebody. And people appreciate that. It gets shared because it's news and not sales. When's the last time you shared a sales pitch? The truth is probably hardly ever. Now, if you read something that's really informative and really good and really valuable, will you share it with friends? Absolutely. The other thing, it's an easy way to put content. So it's a great place to host your content. And like I said before, it gets shared. The other thing about it, wonderful for traffic and SEO. For search engine optimization, Google loves blogs. It's really cool. Also, it's easy. Anybody can get a blog up and running in about 10-15 minutes, and it's free. So it's a real low-cost way of getting started. You literally buy a domain name for like $10. You get into your cPanel. You install WordPress. As soon as you get into WordPress, you install a theme, and bam, you're off and running. You literally you can build pages. You can build updates. It's so simple. It's not even funny. And what it helps you do, the blog will help you build a list. And again, you want to just keep building the list. Having that list is incredibly valuable. And it'll help you not only sell your product or service, but it'll also help you sell other people's product or services. Really, really powerful. Now let's talk about offers. There's a lot of different types of offers you can do. You can promote affiliate offers. That's offers for other people. Those are the ones I showed you where one of them was like 172,000 and the other one's 210,000. Now, not all the offers are going to make that much money. Here's the deal. The truth is, this isn't a get rich quick scheme. This stuff takes time. It's taken us years to build a list that produces that type of revenue. But the truth is, is it worth it? You got to ask yourself, is it worth it to take a few years of your time to learn this stuff, to develop your skills, to be able to send 3 emails and make more than the average household makes in a year? And I would say yes. You can also promote affiliate offers through ClickBank. ClickBank is a great place to find literally thousands of different offers that you can promote. And if you haven't seen ClickBank, check that out. It should really open your eyes as to what's possible to promote. Now, you can promote your information product, which I highly recommend, but you don't have to have an information product or a product for that matter right away you can always start with promoting affiliate offers. And I recommend promoting affiliate offers first. And the reason why is what you think might work as a product might not actually work. So it's better to use somebody else's product, make sure it works first in that category. And if it works, then develop your own product. Now, you can also sell physical products. So for those of you that have brick and mortar businesses or traditional businesses, use these techniques to build your traditional business. I have a couple of friends in the Carolinas that have an HVAC business, and they are using these techniques to build their traditional business. They're buying local ads on Google, and they're doing a blog, and they're doing things to promote their normal business, as well as doing things to create some freedom, hopefully at least. And then you can promote someone else's physical product. So, like let's say you're into golf, you can become an affiliate of one of the big golf companies and start blogging about golf, and then sell their physical products. Sell a driver, sell a golf set and whatnot. They pay affiliate commissions too, although not as high a percentage. Okay? So, here's the complicated formula for success, and I say that tongue-in-cheek. You set up a blog, you make it cash positive. When I say cash positive, meaning the cost of your advertising, the cost of your traffic is not greater than the revenue that you're creating through your affiliate offers or the offers of the things that you're selling yourself. You build the list in the process, and when that works, you do it again and again and again. I mean, it's really simple. Set up a blog, make it cash positive, build the list, do it again and again and again. Okay? Most important, in the 3% Club, we show you how to not do any of it. We show you how to get all of this stuff done and not do any of it. And that's really cool. We show you how to outsource the whole thing so you don't have to do any of it. It doesn't matter what your skill set is. It doesn't matter, what your business is, what you know, what you don't know. Anybody can do this. It's very simple. You just really need to learn how to think and how to do certain things, and how to, especially love outsourcing and how to do that. Anybody can do this, but I'm telling you, it is the best opportunity I know of. I don't know of another thing. Having an information marketing business is the most profitable business I've ever seen. You have literally zero cost of goods sold. Your only cost of doing business is the cost of the traffic and some minor expenses on web hosting and some other things that are really inexpensive. So we really look forward to seeing you at 3% Club. For those few of you that have made the decision to really take your life on and take it to the next level, I look forward to seeing you there. And thanks a lot, Bob. I'll hand it back over to you. Thank you very much.